Okay, so I ended up going back to Path of Exile 1 because, new league. Um, I picked Elementalist, Witch, not Arc. Um, it's a Glacial Cascade. Glacial Cascade Witch. Or I saw a post and it looked like you could Herald stack with the new ascendancies, increase Herald buffs and increase mana reservation. I was just like, you know what? That sounds different. Different than my typical uh go on Arc Elementalist, and it might actually work. And well, it does work. I followed a build that I found randomly. I needed to find it again to link it, but the only thing I had to go off of was here's the build, here are the skills to use, and here's what to maybe put uh, buff use as like support gems. But it started out not being Herald stacking, but I turned it into it because it was running Trinity first on um, Glacial Cascade. I said I couldn't maintain the full Trinity value because I could not get equal levels of full lightning and fire damage. And I'm not even doing any fire damage, so it's whatever. It's fine. So you do Inspiration, Spell Echo, Crit, Crit, and Power Charge and Crit. So it's all crit multi.
Decisions must.
It's all crit multiplier. And you just do... Oh yeah, I am doing some fire damage. Fire, lightning, and cold. It looks really cool. It has the added benefit of knocking things back so they can't run up on you and insta shiv you and just ruin your day.
Engineer.
And it works really well with the mercenary system.
Local.
I think there's anything going. But come on, load. I've my resistances are fine because I went with assist Illyra and got the extra resistances. I got all the resistances there. I'm using heat shiver to get some more fire damage and cold damage. Stygian, nothing really fancy here as far as like gear wise. I went endurance charges with open suffix so I can try and get some physical damage reduction. Because man, you do, it tends to squish a little bit. I'm running, there it is, Guardian's Blessing support off of this regular stone golem and determination to try and get some more physical damage reduction, and it seems to be working when you tie that to with the endurance charges. So it does, it's a nice decent survivability boost if you run into a merc that does physical damage or a boss that does physical damage a whole lot. And I'm not missing the zealotry that the build guide had me using. So 4 golems, 5 heralds. I'm just running all of them because I can, and hatred. That might be better off something else, but hatred seems to be working because it just works with the 100% physical to cold. So Herald of Purity, Ash, Ice, Thunder, and Agony because I can, and it's very funny. I think. Lightning Golem, Frost Bomb is to just if somebody's to hinder the life regen. That's it. I just need to hinder life regen. I'm waiting. I need to buy better oils and figure out different anoint to use. But I think the biggest takeaway from the mercs
Decisions have
is you
consequences,
can
you know.
gear them out like a damn animated guardian. So I'm just getting extra bonus from here, extra damage from here, extra curse effect from their curses down here because they'll do despair. I'm getting Zealotry from her, so that's where the Zealotry went. Leer cast, you know, because why not? Got some life regen and mana regen to help with my almost 100% mana reservation. That's nothing yet. Don't know what to put there. Cast on hit elemental weakness. Cast on hit temporal curse, and some blinding for extra defense, and apply additional curse. So I got temporal chains and elemental weakness as bonus damage. These are whatever. I could probably fix those to get some better stats here, because apparently they're more taking the most recent update can like kill them. It works. Damage is pretty good. I have no idea what it actually calculates to other than 192 per second. I'll link where I'm at with POB, and it may be set up correctly. Who knows? But it's POB is reading a million hit DPS
Exile.
with some minor, you know, semi-decent survivability. I'm not upgrading Herald of Agony because dexterity is an issue. I have to have dex on just about everything in here. And yeah, you need a lot of dex. Strength's not that hard, but dex is probably the biggest thing. If it gets really crazy, probably grabbing these two nodes in the meantime, since you can't anoint them anymore. I switched the cluster jewel, instead of it being, or the medium clusters, instead of them being like AoE, it's just like, well, I'm already stacking heralds, why don't I just get the herald cluster jewels and get like more damage per herald affecting me, then more chances to freeze and shock. This one, everything has cold exposure, which will work with, everything has all three exposures, right? Which will also work with here, extra exposure. I think I'm already applying some exposure with, oh, it's something in here. I'd have to find it again. Yeah, there's also like Discord Artisan, which is more damage per herald. Just like, let's do more heralds. Why not? There it is. It's this one over here too. Let me come down here after after filling out this tree up. These slots here. Passive skills. English.
Exile.
So this is Egon, and you do. This is a originator memory map. You're supposed to follow along this chain to this extra courtyard map over here, which it's not Atlas.
Yes, yes.
I've been taking my time with the Atlas, or with leveling. Cool effects.
Fantastic. What a magnificent device.
Having the Merc attached with you. Look at all those wonderful buffs. Look at them. It gives you extra XP, so you level up really quickly. I ended up, I think I hit maps at like 85, and I wasn't like bouncing through corners. I was still moving pretty quickly through the maps. I still haven't quite figured out exactly what to do with the pedal mechanic, but supposedly you hit the button and they give you more loot, I guess. So where I got a whole bunch of gold there. Oh. This is a very dense They're very dense little pocket of expedition here. Oh. That's whatever, that's fine.
When I'm ready. And
But
not
it's
before.
consumes petals to cause affected nearby monster have 200% increased item rarity and convert non-unique equipment items to gold. Okay, that makes sense where all the gold's coming from.
Unravel.
So, this Merc here does a couple of different things. First on hit, right, which is great. Gives you zealotry, all the fucking, all the damn buffs over there. There it is. And she also drops a Void Orb, which will keep enemies from, which will also work with Glacial Cascade and just keep them off of you. It's great. I'm glad I grabbed her when I did. She is an infamous one. Infamous Cruel Merc. Spare, Void Sphere, very cool. Soul Ren, very cool. Dark Pact. I don't think she has skeletons, so it's just a big AoE burst. And then Zealotry, because why not? I was doing okay without the Shapered Seed, but it's just more of a backup in case I do actually. Hard to see, but there are new like homage mobs in the mess over here, kind of like rose petally. Right now, I'm just really, honestly, this is more of a cool, it's a neat mechanic. Maybe I'll figure it out one day. You can hear my graphics card taking off and screaming. It's very funny. The only content that I think this build struggles with is anything that directly attacks you. So, ultimatum. Just ultimatum, never fun. Nobody really wants to do ultimatum. And there's just no point, no need. Unnecessary. You get the nice Herald explosions, so that chained you can hit around corners, which is really useful for mercs so they pop up. Let's see or hear anything else drop. Hunters? Really? I'm pretty sure I hit that hand that does not drop a splinter. The breaches compared from PO1 to PO2, man. You need to spec into breach to actually make it worthwhile.
Not before.
Or maybe I messed up with the new memory mechanic and you shouldn't use the memory mechanic on breaches. I probably don't even need to do the pedal mechanic because I thought it would give me. I don't need gold that much. I'm not. Oh yeah, look at that. She's really taking damage. See her? Oh man, do not like mirages. But one of those did drop. Memory strands. Cool. She didn't die, so I don't have to pay for the cost to respawn her. But yeah, they really nerfed. The most recent patch really nerfed their survivability. Not happy about that. Yeah, the builds. This is a glass cannon build. I wish it wasn't. I did my best to make it not be a glass cannon build, but there's only so much you can do for lightning mirages. They will just ruin your day. I got distracted by trying to keep the Merc alive. I think if I can find a wand that has the memory stuff on it, it might be better. Might be able to figure out what to do with it, because supposedly if you wield it, I'm hoping that you can just have like as an offhand secondary weapon set. It'll gain those memory fragments. Haven't looked too deep yet.
I need more mana.
I miss being able to dodge roll. Miss being able to move my character around the way I like to. It was that simple. Get in there. Merc! Yeah.
Indecision is terribly unbecoming.
Take your items.
On guard.
Billowing death.
Always terrifying. But I'll go with cool. My idea works with the extra physical damage. Physical damage reduction from termination and damage reduce. I hate this boss. Very annoying. That's way too much damage. And you can never really tell when it comes back because I don't audio cues a whole lot. Other defensive like options would be more life leech off the spell damage and energy shield leech. What is that? This is the first memory strain loop thing I've seen, so I got 8. Oh, take it. Future maps. 2 additional shrines. Huh. Oh, as you can see, if weapon type doesn't match what the character can wear, you can't equip it. It's not that. Like, it has to be int, so on and so forth. In base, have some energy shield on it to be. Yeah, so that's the character. Glacial Cascade works. Herald stacking Glacial Cascade works, and it's not. It's still scaling. Like I can still go up because I only have quality on here and there. I can still quality all these gems. I can still try and get level 21 Glacial Cascade. I still have room to buff up there. Maybe try to go down to here into Scion Tree to grab some more Herald buffs. And maybe over here. About 91 to 6, 7. Ooh, very barely. If I hit 100, I could probably go down there. That might not be worth doing. It might be better off just to grab 3 or 96 there, and maybe unlock another gem slot. Yeah, cool. I'll post this in a little bit.